Hey guys, I'm Cliff, and I just want to welcome y'all back to my channel today, man. Glad y'all are tuning in. Glad y'all are here to see this this walkthrough that we're gonna do on the Oklahoma Joe Bronco drum smoker. So just picked this thing up yesterday, guys. Really kind of excited about this thing. I've been looking for a drum smoker. I was looking between the Pit Barrel and the Oklahoma Joe Bronco, and ended up going with the Bronco. I got this from Lowe's. Picked this up for under $300. So I'm a veteran. I got it at Lowe's. So to all my veterans out there, if you're looking for a drum smoker for under $300, this is not bad. I mean, I think I paid it was about $280 I paid for it, with my discount and everything. So it's definitely a good price point for me, considering that the Pit Barrel is going for $349 for just a basic package right now. So that played into a little bit of why I ended up going with this one. This video is really just to help you guys and give you a walkthrough on the smoker, to kind of give you an informed decision on if you're in the market for a drum smoker, to make an informed decision on which one to go with. And that's really why I do these walkthroughs. Just really enjoy doing this. And I'm just going to give a disclaimer: if you don't like long videos, you don't like detailed videos, because in the past I've done walkthroughs and people complain that I was too detailed for whatever reason. I would just think that if you're in the market for something, that you're gonna want to know everything you can about it before you go make that big purchase, because this thing is, it's not horribly expensive, guys, but like, you're spending your hard-earned money on this. Like, whether that's $100, $50, $25, it's your hard-earned money. And I try to just do these walkthroughs to give you an idea of what the smoker looks like, what you're looking at parts-wise, and just kind of give you an initial, hey, this is what you're getting, and just walk through it for you guys to kind of just show you that initial, hey, this is what you're getting. So that's really why I do these walkthroughs. This is not going to be a review, because I cannot give you an honest review on this. I can't, because I haven't used it, and I'm not going to push a product to you guys that I feel like I can't push a product on you that I haven't used myself. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos. I've seen a lot of people out there doing stuff on this thing, and it's pretty awesome, honestly, from what I've seen. But until I use it myself, I'm not going to tell you guys to go purchase it, because that's just not how you should do things, especially when you're reviewing products, in my opinion. So I'm going to just kind of walk through all the parts. Again, it is a detailed video. If you don't want a detailed video, shoot to the last minute to get my overall thoughts on the initial walkthrough. What my initial thoughts are on how it's built and the parts that are in it. And, that'll be like in the last minute of the video. Also, I have another walkthrough on the Weber Performer Deluxe. Look right up here. We'll put a link to that. Also, we'll put a link to this actual smoker. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in going and purchasing it off Amazon, and you want to go check out the link. But I'm really excited. I always am to do these walkthroughs. This is a hobby of mine. If you're watching this video, it's probably a hobby of yours. And I like to do this for people who maybe you're getting new. Maybe you're new. Maybe you're not, you don't know anything about smoking, and you're just trying to get into it. Maybe you're a veteran and you're just trying to swap over from, a Weber kettle or something, and you're wanting a drum smoker. Like me, I have Weber kettles, I have a pellet grill, I have a Kamado Joe. I have numerous toys, but I'm not a drum smoker. And for me, it was between the Pit Barrel and this one, like I said. And price point was a big driver for me when I could pick this up for like $280. And the smallest package with Pit Barrel was like $349. Definitely not talking bad about any cooker. I hear really great things about the Pit Barrel, but really wanted this drum smoker. And I'll tell you what, guys, why I was looking at a drum smoker was it's just different. I don't have anything that I can hang meats in. I don't have anything like this. I don't have an animal in my arsenal like this. So really wanted something that I could hang stuff in, and they say the flavor is so different on these Pit Barrel cookers. So these barrel type cookers. So really just wanted something different to try to do some stuff in, like to get some different flavors. So really excited, man. So I hope you guys will stick in here. come on back over here, guys, and let's go through this thing. Let's go through these parts and let's take an initial look at this thing and see what we got. Come on, guys, let's get over to the barrel cooker. All right, guys, so there she is. That's the front of the drum smoker there. And I will tell you guys, I mean, you know, this ain't $1,000 smoker, guys. So if you're thinking that this is gonna, you know, you're trying to compare this to $1,000 smoker or a drum smoker, you know, a UDS, one of those expensive ones that you get like from smokerbuilder.com, or, you know, some of these other places that do drum smokers, you can't. You just can't. I realize that. I mean, this is not one of those kind of drum smokers. You know, they're made with a little bit cheaper parts. That's why you're getting this thing for the price point of under $300. So I understood that. I understand that. But I mean, if you look at this thing, it's not a bad looking drum smoker. In fact, when I was putting it together, this thing is about 150 pounds. I believe this is a 30-gallon, I believe, is what they're calling it. 30-gallon drum smoker, which is what most of your drum smokers are the size. I mean, you can get to 55 gallons too, but this is the 30. So first off the bat, guys, these shelves, I mean, they're not, you know, they're not like the most sturdy shelves you've ever had. And these things are attached by screws under here. So, I mean, obviously these are not, this is not like built like a tank. The shelf is not, but I don't need a tank when I'm putting a rack of ribs here, or I'm doing something just very lightly, just want to just lay something here. I'm just trying to point all these things out to you guys, because some of you guys will go buy this and you'll say, well, Cliff didn't tell me that it was, you know, it wasn't as sturdy. I'm letting you know right off the bat, this is not like a welded tank on some of these parts, but it will suffice for what you need to do some smoking. If you're just doing some average everyday smoking in the backyard, this is not going to be a bad shelf. It wiggles a little bit, it gives a little bit. Like I said, it's just attached by these two screws under here. So, I mean, it's not like welded into the unit itself. If it was welded into the unit, there would be no give. But this is all screws. You know, these are machine screws putting this thing together. So, just want to make that clear. But I was very happy that this had a shelf. You know, Pit Barrel, not talking bad about Pit Barrel. It's veteran owned. I thought that was really cool that Pit Barrel is owned by a veteran. He came up with the idea, and it's a great little unit from what I've seen. But it didn't have a shelf. This came with a shelf on it, and I'm always around the pit. I don't know about you guys, but if you're always at your pit, you're always looking for them little things that'll help you around the pit. And I'm one of those guys, man. I'm always looking for those little cool things or features on a unit that will just help me out when I'm in the backyard. And so I'm always looking for just a cool little feature, a little place to hang a tool, or place to run my probe through, or a little shelf. And on this little drum smoker, I just thought this was a cool little added feature. You get a handle over here, about the same kind of quality. As you can see, guys, it gives. It's attached by two screws at the bottom. I probably need to tighten those screws up a little bit more, but you know, you're not looking at anything welded. This handle here, thought that was a nice little handle on there. And that lid has got some weight to it, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now, this lid has some weight, and we'll get inside of it and we'll look at that more here in just a second. Now I will say, this is a cheap little thermometer. I'm gonna cover my serial number up there, guys, just because that's my serial number. I don't want that out on the YouTubes, but thought this little placard was cool. Cheap little thermometer. This is something I probably will replace. When you're putting this thing together, though, they claim not to turn it by the face. So don't turn it when you try not to turn it by the face of this. They say, I guess that'll mess it up. You're supposed to turn it by, there's a nut back here and there's a spot back here where you can turn it just like this, but try not to turn it by doing this. That's the natural way you feel like you got to screw something in, but in the instructions it does say don't do that. So if you can help it, try not to do that. Another thing down here, guys, is the wheels. You know, this This is a steel coated drum. That's what they call it. So this is all steel. Powder coated, obviously, to help with the weather, and so it won't corrode and rust on you. Sorry about that, guys. I got some loud motorcycles in my neighborhood right now, but this is all powder coated, I guess, to help, well, obviously to help with your rusting and stuff like that. So but it's quality. I mean, I feel like it's decent quality for what you're getting and what you're paying. You know, it's not bad. This is your stack that you will adjust your temps with to get air into your pit. So you have your bottom, basically this would be your bottom vent. Like if you have a Weber or a ceramic grill, this would be your bottom vent, and this would be your top vent up here. So normally I would get this one dialed in on any of my other grills. On my bottom vent, I get this one dialed in, and then I just really adjust this one how I need to for my temps. So that's something you'll have to play with if you get this smoker. I've got to play with it. I don't even know how it's going to work yet until I get to playing with it. So, but my initial feelings on the outside is I feel like it's well made. You know, definitely well made for what I paid. Probably not going to move this around a lot, but if you need to move it around, that's the great thing, is it has wheels. You can move it around. I will say these wheels will not roll well over dirt. They don't really roll well over rocks or any kind of rocky terrain. I rolled it into grass. It seemed to work okay, but this unit's probably not made, or definitely not made, to be moved a whole lot. But if you need to move it, you can move it. I live in South Mississippi, so I constantly have to move my smokers because of hurricanes. When Zeta came through, I had to move my ceramic grills and all my smokers into my garage because I didn't want them to blow away. And it's a real pain, but that's another reason I went with this unit, is because I do have to move my smokers from time to time when we get bad weather, especially in the summertime down here in the South. So anybody who lives in the South will know exactly what I'm talking about. And let's kind of go over just some of the accessories that are outside. This is so I can move my meat around inside the unit. We'll get into that, but you know, you have hooks. These hooks over here, I'll show you guys. You get 9 hooks. These are meat hooks that would go into your meat. And, you know, this part would go into your meat, and this will hang on the inside. And I'll show you guys right here what I'm talking about. So let's open this thing and go inside. These are the hooks where you can hang your meat. This was something I thought was really cool, man. I mean, definitely different. Something I hadn't seen on another unit is these are the hooks where you hang your meat at. And this is where your meat would hang. And this is the part that would be in your meat. And you would basically take this, grab your meat, pull it up, right? Just kind of giving you guys an idea anyways, and you'd put your meat back on there. So if you have a Charbroil Big Easy, which I do, it's like turkey fryer and oilless, you actually have one of these with it too. See, if you get this unit, you'd actually have 2 of these. I have 2 of these. So anyways, you get 9 of those hooks. I thought that was pretty cool to get 9 hooks. If you're worried about space, I've heard guys saying that you could almost get, that they have gotten, I haven't seen a video on it, but I've heard guys say in videos that they have gotten 4 racks of ribs on each one of these. That's 12 racks of ribs, man. This unit is 18.5 inches. So, you know, some guys say this is definitely a smaller drum smoker. They make a Oklahoma Joe Bronco Pro, which is 21.5 inches, but this is the 18.5 inch. And to be able to get, you know, 12 racks of ribs in this small of a smoker, or what they consider a small smoker, that's pretty good, man. 12 racks of ribs, I mean, pretty good. And again, this is comparable to the pit barrel. The pit barrel is 18.5 inches also, but they do make a Oklahoma Joe Bronco 21.5 inch. So if you're looking for something that's got a little bit more space, I will tell you, if you're going from the 18.5 to the 21.5, you're going from $300 to $700. That's a huge difference to get about 3.5 extra inches. That 3.5 inches is a lot of space, though. People don't realize that's a lot of extra space, but just really depends on whether that extra 3.5 inches or 3 inches, because this is 18.5 to a 21.5, that extra 3 inches is going to be worth the extra $400 for you. You know, only you can answer that. For some people, if they're doing huge gatherings, huge cooks, that's going to be worth it to them. So I'll also, in this video, guys, I'll throw in the seasoning. I did a seasoning on this last night, and as you can, I don't know if you can kind of see, but you can kind of see where I sprayed it with oil. You can kind of see where I burned off some of that stuff to kind of season it and burn off the manufactured oils. So alright, y'all, so we're just doing our first initial burn-in on this Bronco. Didn't put a whole thing of charcoal down there. I probably filled my basket about halfway up. Really just want to burn off some of these factory oils that are inside this can right now, and that's what it tells you to do in the manual too, is try to get those oils off there. So just trying to do an initial burn-in. It's Friday. I'm trying to do a cook on Saturday, so just wanted to get this done, get it going, so I can put some ribs in here tomorrow. So I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the video, man. Just wanted to kind of snip to this real quick to show y'all that this was the initial burn-in we were doing. So I hope y'all enjoy the rest of this walkthrough. But let's go on down. These come out. You know, if you don't want to hang meat, you don't have to. Definitely take those out. Trying to do this one-handed, guys, this can be challenging. And I get people in my video who are like, you know, they make comments like, come on, man, you know, look at what you're doing. But when you're holding the camera and you're doing this, it gets kind of tricky. So anyways, you can take those out. This is your grate. I'm probably going to buy me an extra grate so I can have two 18.5-inch grates in here so I could smoke double the meat if I'm doing chicken, or even if I want to do some pork butts, or I want to do some pork butts up top and I want to do something else on the bottom. You have that option. That's a cool little option. I think the Weber Smoky Mountain has the same kind of deal. They're 18.5-inch. You can do the same thing with. And again, the Smoky Mountain for the 18.5-inch, last time I checked, was $329. So it's not quite as expensive as the pit barrel, but still more expensive than this Bronco. You know, that's not including taxes and all that good stuff. So still feel like the price on this one, you know, you're getting decent for what you're paying. So, and it's a little cheaper option for people. All right, guys, and down in here we're gonna go further. These are your clips where your grates sit. They feel pretty decently heavy duty, guys. I mean, not bad. I feel like they're gonna last. I mean, I think the thing in this unit that you're gonna have to worry about over time is rust. But that's with anything. Also, down here where these two units hook together, and I'll show you. Right here is where the top unit hooks to the bottom unit. And they claim down in this area that smoke will leak out of this. So, you know, I'm going to see here on this first cook today, I'm going to do some ribs today. I'm doing 3 racks of ribs, which, you know, look out for that video. There will be a link. We'll include a link in this video to go to that. But they do claim that where this top unit and this bottom unit come together, that smoke does leak out of here. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. See how that works. And if I need to, I'll take it apart and put a gasket in there or something. This is your deflector plate. This is one thing pit barrel don't come with. They don't give you a deflector plate. So this is definitely something different on this unit. feels well made though. I will say this feels really well made. We'll see how these welds hold up on these legs. That's going to be something to look for, because some of this cheaper stuff, the welds just aren't very good. I was about to say they aren't very well, guys. I almost made a funny there. So anyways, you got your basket. This is where your charcoal goes. And if you watch my unboxing video, I kind of showed this a little bit. But yeah, your charcoal sits down in here. You would put all your charcoal in. They claim you can get 15 hours or longer on a smoke. I don't know yet. I'll have to see how that works out and see if that's really true. And here's your ash pan. Again, this is something the pit barrel does not come with. You have to pay. You have to move a package up. It all depends on the package you get with pit barrel. The initial package you get, you have to move up to get the more expensive package, which I think is like $400 or something, $429 or something. I think is their next package. And you get the ash pan, and you get a couple other extras that they'll give you with that package. Or you can buy the ash pan by itself, and I think it's like $30. So if you paid the $350 for the initial package, then the $30 for the ash pan, you're up to like, what, $379 if you're paying $30 plus tax. So that's when the cost really starts coming in. And this is just the ring it sits on. I need to spray that down there and season that a little bit down there, but I moved this thing, and that's why I got some ash that kind of squirreled around down there. But that's the unit, guys. I mean, it's really, there's your intake for your bottom vent. So that's how that bottom vent gets its air in there. But, you know, this is basically an ugly drum smoker. That's what you're looking at here. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys my final thoughts, or not my final, but my initial thoughts on this thing before I even use it today are, this thing is well made, guys. I feel it's well made. You get this gasket up here. I like that. There's just some really cool little gimmies on this that I feel like, you know, are good for the price point of under $300. I know I keep screaming that under $300, but for me, that's the value. I'm a working man. I'm a family man. You know, we're a one-income family, so this is price point is really big for me. You know, when you're especially when you're looking at hobbies and you're looking to do food for your family. This is for your family, man. And I'm a family man, and I like doing food for not only for my family, but for my neighbors. That's just what it's all about, guys. It's all about togetherness for me and my neighborhood, and, you know, loving thy neighbor. And that's what we try to do. We love to cook for people. We love to just do things outdoors, and that's what it's all about, man. So value for me is big. It's really big, but value with quality is huge. Another thing I'd like to say in this video, I'd like to give a shout out to John Hill. He's one of my subscribers. He actually, when I very first started YouTube back in March, I'd just been doing YouTube since March. He was the one who turned me on to this, and I told him, I didn't tell him this, but when he first referred this thing, I thought he was crazy. I didn't think it was really that cool of a smoker. You know, it was Oklahoma Joe. I was kind of wary. But, you know, the more I got into smoking over the last 2 years, and especially over this last year of doing YouTube, I really started looking at a barrel smoker and started taking his advice and really looking to do something different. And I just want to give a shout out to him and thank him for, you know, he's one of my subscribers. He's one of my Instagram followers, and I talk to him. You know, I talk to him every now and then. He's just a really nice guy, and I appreciate, John, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you turning me on to this one. I feel like this is going to be a good smoker. I feel like it wasn't a waste of money. I feel like it was probably a good investment, but we'll see. You know, again, we'll see. But other than that, guys, my initial thoughts are it's well built. I think it's worth under $300. I think it's going to be a pretty solid smoker. So, you know, we're going to do some ribs. Again, I'll post that link in this video. And I hope you guys will tune in, man, and let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about the initial feeling on how this unit looks. If this is something you would purchase. Do you have one? do you have a barrel smoker at all? Let me know, guys. I'm so interested, and I love to interact with you guys. I love hearing from my subscribers, and even if you aren't a subscriber, I look forward to hearing from people who are just avid smokers and barbecuers and outdoor chefs, man. I just like hearing from you guys. So look forward to doing some cooks on here. Again, guys, sorry about the motorcycle. I think that's like the third or fourth time. But subscribe to my channel, guys. If you've never subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Give me a like, guys, and check out my social media down below. It'll be down below. I'll put links to it. You know, and if you want to get in touch with me or send me an email, there's a Gmail and my Instagram account and all that good stuff down there. If you want to contact me about any questions whatsoever, putting it together, about any other questions you may have that I didn't cover in this video, just let me know, guys. So, all right, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to get on because I want to get some ribs on this thing. I'm going to get a good cook going on this thing today, and I can't wait because I got some neighbors here wanting to try the ribs coming off this thing today. So, guys, y'all be good. God bless you. I hope you have a happy 2021. I hope it's better for most people than it was last year. And, you know, guys, that's it for this one. And until next time, guys, we'll see y'all on the next one.